A federal judge in Florida now ordering grand jury records in that state related to Jeffrey Epstein to be released publicly. The documents have to do with investigations into the convicted sex offender from 2005 to 2007. A different judge denying a similar attempt to make the records public earlier this year. But that request renewed in light of the bill Congress passed last month requiring the Justice Department to release the troves of records amassed over the course of their investigations into Epstein that also date back decades. I want to bring in Tom Winter to talk more about this. So help us understand this, because it seems as if these records, right, they are related to the earliest known federal inquiry into Epstein.
That's right. And by that reason, they're really the most important ones. So when you look at this case and you look at what federal prosecutors did in New York to ultimately bring charges against Epstein and against Maxwell, these are the documents that they heavily relied on from the time period in the early 2000s, approximately 2000 to 2005, 2007 range, to build that case. And so the fact that these documents can now be made public in the form of this Epstein Transparency Act, which passed Congress just a couple of weeks ago, this is what will really allow, or should allow, the Justice Department to finally make these files public in a searchable format on their website. That's what the law provides for.
What do we already know that may be revealed in these documents? What could we find out that we don't know?
A whole lot. I mean, there is a lot that are in these specific documents that we already know, because they were the building blocks for the cases against Epstein, but he was charged. And then, of course, he died by suicide several weeks later. And against Maxwell, which was a prosecution that led to her conviction.
And these involved the non-prosecution agreement as well that was struck.
Right. These are the documents that led up to that non-prosecution agreement. So now you've got interviews with witnesses, many of whom we've heard from before. You've got travel records. A lot of those we've had and have had for some time. We'll have some bank records. We'll have some additional flight records. So we will get more, but it'll be more of the same of what we've already seen. And that's why a lot of reporters, including myself for a long time, have been saying here, look, even when these files are made public, it may not yield the type of new information that people seem to expect that they're going to get, but has not been so far borne out by anything we've actually reported or seen.
But this is really just the beginning of the rollout of these troves of documents in which many have been seeking.
Justice absolutely needed this judge's order to even begin to consider to be able to make these files public.
Tom Winter, thank you. I appreciate it.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or watch live on our YouTube channel.